Just like some people didn't get in the gym, didn't stay active, and it showed like throughout the first week of practice. And going into that, just knowing that we finna go play for like a national championship, people didn't have such high standards, knowing that it's a chance to do something great for the whole community of HLG.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kel Estep, and welcome to the Trojan Community Podcast. Today, we are excited to announce to you our two guests for the day are no other than your King Eddie Ambrose, your senior center, and Braylon Diggs, who's a junior in his first year after transferring from John Wood Community College. He was a starting power forward. Both Braylon and Eddie competed for a chance to win the NCCAA championship in Branson, Missouri, so we're excited to talk to them about their experience and how they fared in the tournament.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Fun to have you guys on the show. We had a great year. It was a blast being teammates with both you guys. Excited to run it back with you, Bray, next year. Sad to see you leave, Eddie. But all right, so first question for you guys. We'll start with Eddie first, and then we'll go Braylon. Tell me where you guys are from and your favorite memory from the trip to Branson, Missouri.
I'm from Brownsburg, Indiana. It's just west of Indianapolis. My favorite memory of the trip was probably just hanging out with the guys, it being my last trip ever as far as basketball goes. It was a good one. Being roommates with Joe McBride, who was also a senior, who I spent 3 years with, it was a good way to close that chapter. So that was my favorite.
Yeah. Bray, what about you?
Oh, I'm from Lucasville, Arkansas. Yeah, my greatest moment of the trip was just when we went go-karting. To see Chap car not work no more. Everything was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Just to bond with the guys and enjoy the whole trip was fun. Top to bottom.
Yeah, it really was. I enjoyed it too. So tell us, for the folks that didn't get to see the tournament, how did we fare, and how did you guys think we played? We'll go first, Bray.
I feel like we battled throughout every game. Had some adversity. We were supposed to come out as the number 1 seed, but, Columbia International beat us.
Yeah.
But next year we have a higher standard for ourselves, and we'll be going further than what we did this year.
Yeah, I agree. Eddie?
I think it was fun. It was the most fun I had playing in a long time, just because the level of competition. We weren't picked to win the first game, and we did. And then we felt that we had a really good game. Second game, should have won it, didn't go our way. And the last game, we finished 4th, so it was kind of an unfortunate ending. But we battled hard and we played the best that we could end the season, in my opinion. So
yeah, I thought it was fun to see us just compete. Especially that first game, a lot of people thought that we were going to win that game, especially at Dolly Parton Stampede. They were talking some crap, saying that we weren't going to win. Who's HLG? So it was fun, but I agree. I think we could have done better than 4th place. I think losing that second game,
that was the worst.
The way we lost. Yeah.
Yeah, that one stings.
Yeah,
still stings.
Mm-hmm. So do you guys think we approached the tournament differently from the regular season games, or do you think we kept it the same? How do you think that went?
Well, being in our conference in the AMC, we play a lot of good basketball. So I kind of approached it like everything we went throughout the whole year wasn't leading up to this moment per se, but it gave us the tools we needed, the experience we needed to play against high-level competition. So, yeah, I think that was –
I feel like our schedule that we had this year, really prepared us for any team that, came our way. So, going into the tournament, I had high standards for us because we battled through playing the top team in our conference, the top teams in the country. So, just knowing that what we had, the pieces we had, I had faith from the beginning.
Yeah. Did you guys feel like those teams we played, did you think they were similar to the level that we were playing against all year? Do you think they were worse, better?
I feel like Fort Lauderdale had a lot of comparison to the team we played, but Columbia National was they're size difference. It was all weird. We never really played a team with that type of organization where they played.
Yeah.
The play style was very weird.
Yeah.
They had guards posting up and flashing out for threes, and there's just thinking about that game, we should have done something different defensively, I think. But I think to piggyback off what he said, for sure, we lost to QU at D2 by 8, 7, something like that. And we battled in some exhibitions, and then we battled against top teams in our conference who went on to the national tournament. So
yeah. So I know it was kind of weird. We played that AMC tournament game. We lost that in a close game, and it's like, oh, are we gonna be in the NCCA tournament? Are we gonna do this? Like, we go to spring break. We got like 2 weeks off, and then we played that. Do you think that affected the way we played, the way that we prepared for the tournament? Did you guys feel prepared to go in and win the tournament?
I feel like that, like taking that week off, like pushed us back a step a little bit. Just like some people didn't get in the gym, didn't stay active, and it showed like throughout the first week of practice. And going into that, just knowing that we finna go play for like a national championship, people didn't have such high standards, knowing that it's a chance to do something great for the whole community of HLG. So I just feel like our approach is kind of iffy, knowing that we took a week off. I feel like we should have stayed and got active.
I think we should have. I respectfully kind of disagree. I'm old, so the week off helped me a lot. I not getting to play for a little bit. I went home and I worked out and I was in the gym, but like not that physical contact every single day was good for my body to kind of rest up to get ready for the tournament. Then when we hit the gym and for practice the week before, I felt good enough to get back in and going. So, but yeah. I think the spring break was fine just for me personally because I got to rest. So
yeah. I know there was a pretty big buzz across campus. They had some watch parties. How did you guys feel like our team affected the campus in a positive way this year?
I've been here for 3 years, and this was the best team we've had as far as basketball goes. I bias, obviously, but I think this is the best team that we've had, period, since I've been here. So for us to finish the regular season with a winning record and have a push in the postseason and in the NCCAA, to have the support that we did, we really appreciate it. And I think that our performance showed why we had that backbone support.
I feel like the impact we made, like just obviously like the previous years they haven't been as good, but us coming here making a difference just shows that people see that this upcoming year will be different than any year that they had in the past.
Yeah. All right, this next question for Eddie. So I know I'm going to be a senior next year too. I'm going to play that last game. After that, we have an unfortunate play at the end of the game. What were the emotions like? You know, like your career's done, and then after the last game, you're never going to play really basketball again with a group of teammates like you do in college. What was that like?
It was difficult. I was before I could walk, I was holding basketball, so like that's been a part of my life. Sports have always been a part of my life. That's why I chose the major that I did in sports management. But I think that saying goodbye to a sport that you love, or I think ending a chapter in anything is one of the most difficult things you can do. But, you know, it's God's story, not mine. So one chapter closes, the other one starts. So what's next? And I think that's the way to look at it. And I've had a lot of free time recently, and I've still been hooping and still been playing. So it's like nothing really changed. But I think once that's over, that's when it's going to hit me the hardest. But right now it's just spending as much time as I can with all the guys. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, it's been definitely fun, like having you still in the gym with us. I know some seniors, we never see them, but seeing you and Kai still in the gym, it's
Shout out, Joe.
Shout out Chris Crossman.
Yeah, Chris.
All right, so Bray, this for you. I know you come back next year. We got you. Our big man's coming back. How do you think being in that tournament, NCCA, those tough games, how do you think it's going to help you next year?
I feel like it shifted me in the right direction, though, that like coming next year I had to come with a better approach to the game and like take it more serious than what I did. I feel like I was pretty lazy a couple of times coming throughout, but this year I'm coming with higher standards for me and my team, knowing that I had to be a leader and I got to be the hero. You know what I'm saying? And just be positive and push towards pushing HLG to be the best they've been the past like 5-10 years, no matter.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I got high hopes for you guys next year.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think if we work hard, do the right preparation, we should be right there again, maybe even better. So I also heard, I was there, obviously, that the trip was not just filled with basketball. We did a lot of other fun stuff. We had some donors helping us out. What was that kind of like? Share for the people listening.
I think it was pretty cool. We had people with Angers Lodge and then the commerce of the city of Branson, and I think that their support was awesome. We got to go to Fun Mountain and, like he said, run go-karts, and when Chaps broke down, that was probably the funniest part. We went bowling. What else did we do? We went out to a few nice restaurants. We went to Dolly Parton Stampede. That was a part of the show, but just being appreciated, being taken care of like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I know for me, it was like a week long we were there, but it really felt like we were there for like a day or two because we were just doing so much stuff. We were with the teammates and just seemed like we got really close in like less than a week as a team for most of us.
For sure.
Yeah, Braylon, you got anything on the fun stuff we were able to do?
Everything was a great experience. It was fun. They made sure we had a good time. But they gave us a lot of peanut butter. It was just kind of
Yeah, they gave us Red Bull too. We was wired.
Yeah, Red Bull, Powerade, peanut butter. What were you saying that you were gonna be, Braylon?
turned into an Uncrustable, bro. They gave us, we had like 50.
Yeah.
But it was a good experience. They took care of us, made sure we had a good time.
Got gifts.
Yeah, and they was with us from start to finish, and they helped us. They lifted us up after we took 2 tough losses. So respect to everybody there.
Yeah, I know they really did serve us right, but I was kind of disappointed that we couldn't get them that championship.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. Shout out to
them.
yeah.
I forgot the dude. What was the dude's
What was the
name?
dude's name?
Jed?
again? Jed, yeah.
Jed and
Was it John?
John.
Yeah, Jed and John are
Shout out
two
Jed and John.
sponsors.
Yeah.
They were great. They gave us a ton of stuff. They also gave me the MVP and gave me a trip, which was kind of crazy, but
You need to go
I'm
and
probably
book-
never going to go there. But happy to get that award for some reason. But any other things about the trip that the listeners should be aware of, or anything about the season that you want to say?
I'd say as a senior, this goes out to you two, that cherish every moment you got because you never know when it's going to be over. And it flies by. With injury or with just being a senior and it's over, just cherish it, love it. From the little moments to being impressed after getting ice cream by some random dude at Branson, Missouri, to the bus ride home. It's like goes by like that, so cherish it.
Yeah.
I just say never eat rolled ice cream. It's not the move.
Yeah. From my experience in Branson, I was sick and I didn't go out with the guys, so I don't even remember any of these stories, but I heard a lot of funny stuff that was happening late nights, shenanigans, going to Taco Bell.
You weren't the only one that was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Russ.
Rest in peace, Russell.
Yeah.
Not actually. He's still alive. but he got sick. Yeah.
Shout out Asian King. Man.
Asian
Yeah,
King. He
Asian
had a rough
King.
trip. Maybe the results would have been different if we had Asian King.
Could have been it.
Yeah. But he threw up, got some food poisoning.
Yeah.
Drinking hot tub water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we think it is. He ingested hot tub water.
Yeah.
But
The hot tub was really small, and we all, went in there, and Russ was in there for about 2 hours. So, FYI, listeners out there, do not drink any hot tub water. Do not digest hot tub water.
Yep.
Well, guys, it was a blast having you guys on the show today. Sad I'm never gonna play with Eddie again in an AMC basketball game.
it was a privilege, guys. Privilege.
We gotta have the left hand. We gotta have that in the Hall of Fame. That hand is famous. Braylon, we're gonna be at it again next year. That's the hero.
Yes, sir,
I'm
man.
excited for my guy Bray. He's gonna have a great year. Already can't guard him in open gym, getting blocks, dunks. If you guys thought Bray was tough this year, wait for his senior year. He's gonna be ready. He's putting in that work.
HLGU on top, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's a blast. So that concludes our podcast today. Thank you guys for everything. I'm your host, Kel Estep, and thank you for listening.